If you live in the US, you've probably noticed EVs are taking over the roads. From family SUVs to full-on work trucks, electric vehicles aren't just for early adopters anymore. They're everywhere. But let's be real. With so many electric cars hitting the market, it's tough to figure out which ones actually make sense for your lifestyle and your wallet. That's why we've narrowed it down to 7 electric vehicles that give you the best mix of range, reliability, features, and affordability for real American drivers. And yeah, we're counting down from number 7 to number 1. So stick around to see which one still reigns supreme. 7. Volkswagen ID.4, the comeback crossover. At number 7, we've got the Volkswagen ID.4, a car that didn't exactly blow anyone away at launch, but it's come a long way. Built right here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, the latest ID.4 is finally tuned for what American drivers want: comfort, space, and simplicity. This all-electric SUV gives you up to 291 miles of range, which is more than enough for most people's weekly driving. It drives quietly, the ride is smooth, and now, finally, the infotainment system actually responds like it should. No more laggy screens. And here's something that matters for your bank account. Because it's made in the US, it qualifies for the full $7,500 federal tax credit. That's a huge chunk off the price, and something most buyers in this segment can actually take advantage of. If you're not looking for something flashy but want a solid electric SUV that's easy to live with, the ID.4 is a safe, reliable choice. It's the comeback kid in the EV game. 6. Tesla Model Y, America's favorite EV. Now, coming in at number 6 is the one you've definitely seen everywhere, the Tesla Model Y. It's not just the best-selling EV in America. It's one of the best-selling vehicles overall, period. So what makes it so popular? Well, for starters, it offers up to 330 miles of range on a single charge. That's road trip ready, coast to coast, if you plan it right. And with access to Tesla's supercharger network, which, let's be honest, is still the gold standard. Charging anxiety just isn't a thing. The Model Y is also built in California and Texas, which means it qualifies for the full $7,500 federal tax credit, assuming your income fits the current limits. Now, the interior is famously minimal. Some people love it, others feel like it's too bare. But the tech works beautifully, the software updates roll in regularly, and the whole ownership experience is just smooth. If you're after something quick, practical, and fully integrated into the Tesla ecosystem, the Model Y is still one of the easiest choices for Americans making the switch to electric. 5. Nissan Leaf, the budget hero. Let's switch gears a bit, because not everyone wants to spend 40 or 50 grand on an EV. That's where the Nissan Leaf comes in. It might not be the newest or most exciting EV out there, but it's still holding its own as the most affordable electric vehicle you can buy new, and the US prices start under $30,000. And if you're looking for a simple, no-fuss commuter car, this is it. The standard model gives you about 149 miles of range, which is fine for city life or short daily drives. If you want a bit more breathing room, the Leaf Plus version stretches that to around 212 miles. Now, it's not fancy. The interior is basic, and the CHMO charging port is, well, kind of a relic at this point, but gets the job done. And here's a cool bonus. If you buy one used and meet the income limits, you could qualify for a $4,000 federal used EV tax credit. That makes the Leaf one of the best starter EVs for anyone looking to ditch gas without taking on a car payment the size of a mortgage. 4. Kia EV6, style, speed, and serious charging. And number 4, we've got something for the style lovers, the Kia EV6. This thing is sleek. It looks like a concept car that actually made it to production, and on the road, it turns heads everywhere. But the EV6 isn't just about looks. You get up to 310 miles of range, depending on the trim, and it's one of the fastest charging EVs available to American drivers right now. Thanks to its 800-volt charging system, you can go from 10% to 80% in under 20 minutes. That's faster than most EVs in this price range. It drives like a sporty hatchback, The interior is surprisingly premium, and it handles long drives like a champ. It's the kind of EV that makes driving fun again. The only downside? Because it's built in Korea, the EV6 doesn't qualify for the US federal tax credit. But if you live in a state like California, New Jersey, or Colorado, you might still get local rebates or utility discounts that help bring the price down. So if you want something different, something fast, efficient, and super stylish, the EV6 might be your next favorite car. 3. Ford F-150 Lightning, the electric workhorse. Let's talk trucks. The Ford F-150 Lightning is more than just an electric version of the best-selling truck in America. It's a whole new kind of workhorse. With up to 320 miles of range, this thing doesn't play around. It can tow up to 10,000 pounds, has 775 lb-ft of instant torque, and it hauls like a beast. Whether you're running a landscaping business, towing a trailer, or heading out for a camping trip, the Lightning is ready. And here's what makes it truly American. You can use it to power your home during an outage. That's right, plug it into your house, and it becomes a rolling generator that can keep your fridge, lights, and Wi-Fi running for days. The Lightning is made in Dearborn, Michigan, and depending on the trim, it qualifies for federal tax incentives. Pricing has come down recently too, making it even more accessible to more drivers. It's not just for contractors. It's for anyone who needs the flexibility and capability of a truck, but wants to leave gas behind. 2. Chevrolet Equinox EV, the budget SUV champ. Now this next one might be the most underrated EV on the market, the Chevy Equinox EV. And if you're an American family looking for a new ride that won't wreck your budget, this could be the one. Chevrolet really nailed the formula here. You get an SUV with over 300 miles of range, plenty of interior space, a big center screen, and available Super Cruise. That's GM's semi-autonomous driving system, all starting at around $34,000. That's before the $7,500 tax credit. After the incentive, you're looking at under $28,000. For a brand new electric SUV with modern features and family-friendly size, that's hard to beat. It's built in Mexico, which qualifies it under the current North American manufacturing rules. So yes, you get the full federal tax credit, unlike a lot of foreign-built EVs. This car isn't just a good deal, it's a smart deal. Perfect for road trips, school runs, or just not having to think about gas prices anymore. 1. Tesla Model 3, the all-around champion. And here we are, number 1. The Tesla Model 3, still the king when it comes to overall value in the American EV market. With the updated Highland version, Tesla fixed a bunch of the things people complained about. You get improved ride comfort, a more premium interior, better materials, and cleaner styling. The base model gives you 272 miles of range, while the long-range version gets you a whopping 341 miles. And that's real, usable range you can count on. Charging? Easy. You've got access to Tesla's supercharger network. And no, it's not going away. In fact, more automakers are switching over to Tesla's NACS plug. That means owning a Tesla still gives you the best and most stress-free charging experience in the country. And since it's built in California and Texas, the Model 3 qualifies for the full $7,500 federal tax credit, bringing your effective price way down if you're eligible. It's quick, efficient, constantly updated with over-the-air improvements, and backed by an ever-growing service network. If you want one EV that nails performance, affordability, tech, and charging in the US, this is it. So there you have it, 7 electric vehicles that actually make sense in America. Whether you're commuting through traffic, towing gear to a job site, or packing your family up for a road trip, there's an EV here that fits your life and your budget. Don't let the hype distract you. The best EVs aren't always the flashiest. They're the ones that work for you, in your city, your climate, and your lifestyle. Which one would you choose? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We've got more real-world EV breakdowns coming your way.